So, I'm going to drop things, as I usually do, you know. Ugh. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Aryelle Artistry here, and I'm coming at you with another look. So I know my voice is gone. I've been sick for almost about a week now. If you watched my latest vlog, you know why. We went out to Topgolf and I had like my chest out, and I don't know, it's what I get. Like, it is what it is. But I needed to film this video, so sorry if my voice is like more raspy than it usually is. And ignore my hair. My hair looks crazy. I'm actually about to go wash it now. So I don't want to make this video too long because I do go in depth with the new techniques and tricks that I use in this video. Before I get into the video though, please subscribe to my channel, be a part of my mermaid squad. You know what to do. Just, I don't even gotta tell you, just click down below. Just hit subscribe. Takes 2 seconds. Be a part of the cool ass fam of YouTube. And if you did like videos like this, if you want me to do more videos like this, like I can do like all MAC makeup or like all Anastasia makeup or something like that, just give this video a thumbs up so I know, so I can continue to do that. And if you do want to see any other makeup brands that, I don't know, I didn't just name, just comment down below so I know, so I can get those products and do it for you guys, because you know I'm here for you. Whatever you want to see, I will do. If you want to see how to get this bronzy sexy eye with this bold crazy ass lip that I'm not used to, just keep on watching. So my voice is not going to be 100% because I'm still sick. I'm actually getting over it, so hopefully you guys can hear me. And don't mind, like, it's not dirt, it's actually product. Like I said, I've been sick, so I haven't had time to do my hair. So, cut me some slack, okay? Just cut me some slack. But let's get started in this tutorial, shall we? So to start off, I'm actually going to be using the Becca Skin Love Glow Elixir. So this is right before your moisturizer. I actually already moisturized just because my skin has been so super dry just because I've been sick. I actually put a hydrating mask on. My skin just drank it up. Like, you can't even see it anymore. So I'm going to be putting on this elixir. I usually just use 1 pump, so a little less than this. Don't use this much, but just because I'm like really dry right now, I'm going to be using all of it. And just put it on. Make sure that it is everywhere, even on the neck. Oh, and yeah, look, took my nails off. I'm actually loving it because I can actually do things. So it gives like a really nice glow to the skin. So Becca actually doesn't have an eyebrow pencil, so I'm going to be using this palette. So this is the Ombre Nudes Eye Palette, and I'm going to be using number 4, which is this dark brown shade right here. It's not the darkest, it's like a step above, just because I don't want it too dark. And they also don't have a mist, like a spray, so I'm just going to be using my Mario, but I'm not going to show it just because it's the all Becca video. So the only things I'm going to cheat on is the mist that I just sprayed, the Mario spray. I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape as my eye base, as I usually do, and Becca doesn't have any mascara, so I need something on my eyes. I can't not have anything. So let's get these brows. So I just sprayed my brush, and the good thing is about these palettes, you can use it wet or dry. So they're not going to mess up the eyeshadow just because you sprayed the brush. So I'm just going to follow my brows, and I actually already brushed them out. But this right here is bothering me. Like, sorry you guys see the product. But if I didn't film this today, then there wouldn't be a video this week. So you know, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. And the brush that I'm using is a MAC 266, and this is an angled brush. So I go over like this, just to go with the hairs, and then I go down, and then when I get up here, I like to flick up, just so I don't get that like boxy brow. And then I'm gonna take my spoolie, and then I'm just gonna brush it out just so it's not so much product on my brow, and it's powder, so it's gonna blend really easily. I missed filming makeup tutorials. The last makeup tutorial I did was that smoky eye one. So now I actually have 3 concealers by Becca. And these are the Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealers. So I'm going to be using the shade Tan right under my brows just to shape them up a little bit. So I'm just going to be taking the little applicator and be putting it on my concealer brush. And I like these concealers because they're very natural, so if you want like an everyday concealer, I think I'm going to go on top too. Yeah, let's just do it. See how like they move so nicely? See, you can still get a snatch brow with powder. Don't let anybody say you can't. So now I'm going to blend it out with my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush. Oh my god, I was watching MMM Mitchell. He's like 3 M's before his name. And he is literally such a good artist. Like, I was watching his live and he just blew me away. So I'm going to try some tips and tricks in this video that he does. And I like that I can use my finger now because I don't have a nail in the way. So now I'm just going to smooth it out with my finger, whatever I couldn't blend. And that is one snatched brow. And they don't have like a brow set or anything. Like I said, they don't really have anything for brows. So I'm just going to leave it like this. And then the last step I do with my brows is just brush them up again. So this kind of blends the concealer a little bit too. And it makes it look more natural. Oh, I can't even do that because my voice. Oh, so I'm actually going to prime my eyes off camera since it is not a Becca product. So I'll be right back. So I'm actually only using this palette for my eyebrows, the Nudes eye palette, because I'm not really a cool eyeshadow girl. So I'm going to be moving on to, they actually have another palette. So this is the Ombre Rouge eye palette. And the first shade I'm going to start out with is, so let's start off with number 3. And I'm going to be using a MAC 217 brush. And I actually really like this palette. I use this palette a lot because it's such a good like everyday palette, honestly. And then if you want to go bold, you can use the darker shade in there. This is like a mauve-y shade. It's really pretty. I'm going to use this as like my transition. So bring this all the way in. But I'm going to stop like here. I'm not going to go all the way in. So now I'm going to go in with the shade number 4. This reminds me a lot of Saddle. So of course I love it. And I'm just going to do the same. And I'm just going to do one eye at a time. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to start using his little tricks because I really like this. But if you don't follow him on Instagram, you definitely need to because he is so talented. But yeah, that's really pretty. The only thing is like my eye feels so raw now just because I keep stabbing it with this brush. Because I'm used to going like back and forth like this. But if you really like place the color, it just really, I don't know, it applies so much nicer. And just blend it out a little bit. Okay. And just to add a little more definition to my crease, like here, I'm going to be taking number 5, and that's the darkest shade in the palette. I'm going to be taking my C528 brush. This is a small detailing brush. I'm not going to go all the way up here. I'm just going to stay right into the socket of my eye, which is my crease, just because we want the most definition there. And then I'm going to go in with that MAC 217 brush and just go over it. See how it just added more definition? Wow, I love this. So I'm just going to dip it once. I'm not going to like go crazy. I'm applying most of the color on the outer V and then swooping it in. And the less product that I have on the brush, since I applied most of it here once I dipped it in, I'm just going to push it all the way to the inner part of my eye. Oh yeah. She's cute. Even though I've been doing makeup for 8 years, I love learning. You can never learn too much, you know what I mean? Like, there's always room to grow. And then just to blend out the harsh line a little bit, I'm going to be taking my C512 by Crown, and with no product, just blending. So I'm actually going to use this highlighter. I'm going to spray my brush again. Oh my god. Did you guys feel my anxiety real quick? Because I've broken this before, and it literally just fell, and I thought I was going to break it again. It didn't break, thank God. So I'm going to be using my Crown. This is just, it says Oval Fluff, but this is just a eyeshadow brush, a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to dip it into the highlighter. And this is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in the Pressed in Champagne Pop. And I use this highlighter all the time. I actually just want to use it on my eyes just because this palette doesn't have any shimmery shade. It has like, I would say like a satin finish to it. Like there's some shades that are satin finish and there's some shades that are matte, but there's no shimmery shades. So I want a shimmery lid, so I'm just going to be placing this. Whoa. Do you guys see this? Wow. So I'm just gonna place this right on the lid. And instead of cutting the crease, I'm just gonna use the eyeshadow brush. Cause see how it like kind of cuts it for you, especially since I sprayed it? Oh. I'm here for her right now. I am here. So I'm going to take that C528 brush and just blend over here. And I want to have like a, I want the color to just go like that. So I'm gonna do that so it like fades over here. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? It just like gives you that more of like a almond cat eye effect. And then just to clean up a little bit, I'm gonna take this brush and just make the edges a little bit sharper. There we go. And that is a fierce eye. I love that. Alright, both eyes are done, looking good. I am obsessed and I can't wait to use this technique with color because it's gonna look bomb. So Becca doesn't have any eyeliner, so I'm actually going to be using this palette again. I'm going to be using the Ombre Nudes Eye Palette, and I'm going to be using the darkest shade in this palette, which is number 5. So I'm going to spray my brush again, and then I'm going to be taking that same angled brush, the MAC 266. And I'm not going to go too crazy with liner, but I do want my lashes to look thicker because they don't have lashes, so I'm not going to be putting lashes on. So I'm just going to press this right onto my lash line. And this is just going to give the effect of fuller lashes. And you can draw the line, but I'm just really pressing it in. So you see the difference between the two? And I want to keep it bright up in here, so I'm just going to go halfway. So I'm going to make this line up here a little thin, just so it doesn't look like it just starts from over here. So I'm going to be taking a pencil brush and just smudging it out, just so it doesn't look like it just stops. So I'm just going to smudge it on the outer V. So since Becca doesn't have any mascara, I'm going to be doing my mascara off camera just because it's not a Becca product and I don't really want to show it. But I use the same mascara that I always use in my other tutorials. It hasn't changed. It's still that same expensive ass mascara that I use. So I'm going to just pop some mascara on and then I'll be right back. Alright, so pile the mascara on. Just because they don't have lashes, so I can't use any lashes. So on to foundation. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. This primer is really, really hydrating, and I do have oily skin, but this primer has been helping me out in the dry winter months, so I've been using this. So I put this on like I put on the Skin Love, and there's a mirror behind you guys, so that's why I'm looking that way. So when I was watching Mitchell, he actually did contour first before he did foundation. So I'm going to, let's blend this really quick. See, let me just get like my real mirror because I try to use that far away mirror. And this primer actually gives you a really nice glow. So I'm actually going to use the AQUA Luminous Perfecting Concealer in the shade Deep Bronze. So I'm going to try his method first. I'm going to bronze my face first. So he uses a cream contour. This is kind of the same concept. And he does it like all the way under here. So we're going to try it out and see. I might like it, you know. You never know. And like I said, this concealer has water in it, so it's going to blend out really nicely. So I usually cover my acne scars first, but I want to try this out. So Becca does have a brush, so I'm just going to clean it really quick and then use that. So if you see sparkles on my face, it's the Diamond Bomb by Fenty, because I like to use this brush with that. But I did clean it off, but you know glitter likes to stay inside brushes. So this is the Soft Kabuki brush by Becca, and I'm just going to blend this out. So this is, since it's not like that dark, it's not going to be a crazy contour shade. See how nicely this brush is blending out the concealer? It's really, really nice. And now I'm just taking the side of it just to get the hard to reach areas with this big brush. So now that I did the contour first, I like how it shaped my face. So now I'm going to go in with the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation in the shade Maple. So I'm going to have to, because this is my summer shade, so it's going to be a little dark, I know for a fact. I do love this foundation. I stopped using it though because this is my summer shade and I didn't get my winter shade. So we're going to see how dark this is. So I'm not going to go too crazy. But this foundation is nice because it has that skin elixir in it. So it's very hydrating and it leaves your skin looking like skin. So I'm going to put the foundation on first, and whatever it doesn't cover, I'm going to be using the concealer. I can already tell this is going to be so dark. But we have a corrector and a concealer to work with. So I think this is going to work. And with this brush, I like to pat it into the skin and then go in circular motions. See how it's like too dark, but it makes my skin look really nice. And I'm just going over my acne scars again, just because I still see them peeking through a little bit. But this brush also makes foundation full coverage. So this is medium coverage, but you can build it without it looking cakey, which is really nice. So now just to lighten up my face a little bit more, I'm going to be taking the Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer again. Like I said, I have 3 shades, and this one is in Warm Honey. And I'm just going to put that on my face so it can lighten this up a little bit. I'm going to start in the center. See, like that's my shade right now. So we can make this work. So I'm just going to start with that for now. So it lightened it up a little bit. So I think I'm going to put some more, like, especially over here. Just wherever I think it should be a little bit lighter. So I'm just going to squeeze the brush. And just drag this down because I don't want to brush it up just because it's going to defeat the purpose of that contour. See, I feel like this is looking a little bit better. I mean, it's not like my perfect shade, but we made it work, you know? So since I'm still kind of dark, I'm going to be using this corrector. So this is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector in Light Medium. And I'm going to be taking a concealer brush and I'm just going to be putting it in the center of my face. So I know it's really light, but it's going to blend out. So now I'm going to be putting the same concealer I use on my eyebrows, which is in the shade Tan. And I'm just going to be putting that right on top. And then to get the hard to reach areas, I'm just going to use my finger. So to set around my face and underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using the Becca Hydra Mist powder. They actually did come out with a darker powder. It's called Golden Bronze. I actually don't have it yet, but I'm going to just be using the translucent powder. And this powder, for some reason, it makes you darker. I don't know why. It like oxidizes your foundation. So I'm not going to go too crazy just because we did all that work. I'm just going to set, or I usually get oily. And the brush that I'm using is an angled highlighter brush by Becca. And this powder is really cool because it has like a cooling effect because this also has some water in it. So I'm still bronze on the outside, but I'm lighter on the center of my face, which I'm totally okay with. I just look like a bronze goddess, you know? So moving on to bronzer, I'm actually going to be taking this amazing brush. This brush is actually being discontinued. So if you do like this brush, I would get it before it does. This is the One Perfecting brush by Becca. This is like pony hair. Since we're a cruelty-free brand, that's why we're discontinuing this since it is pony hair. But it applies really, really nicely. And the bronzer I'm using is my bronzer I always use. This is the Sunlit bronzer in IPANEMA Sun. So I'm just going to be taking it like this. Here, let me show you guys. Taking it like this. Going down, making sure that the whole brush is covered. So I'm just going to go right here. See how it applied in like 2 seconds? That's why I love this brush. I'm just going to add more just because, you know, I'm extra. And I want that extra bronzy look. But I don't want to go too crazy because I'm already bronzed. And we do have that contour from before, the cream contour. And as I usually do, I don't know if you guys know this, but I always list everything that I use in the bottom bar. So you never have to wonder what I'm using, or if you like didn't catch what I was using, I'll always record what I'm using and I'll always list it in the bottom bar, and I'll also have the link so you guys don't have to look for it. So just open that up and I have everything listed down there. And I'll have this brush down there with the price. I think it's only $49.50, so it's not awful. But like I said, it's being discontinued, so I would try to get your hands on it as soon as you can. Just like the highlighters and the bronzers, the blushes are so pigmented as well. So I'm literally going to dip it in once, and that's it, and go from there. The blush that I'm using is the Mineral Blush in Nightingale. So this is more of like a deep raspberry shade. It's so, so pretty. So I'm going to take that angled highlighting brush. I really like to use this for blush because it just applies right on my apples. And I'm going to dip it once, like, you see how much product is on there, and I'm going to tap it off because I'm not trying to look like a clown over here. And I'm just going to be very light-handed and go right on my apples. Like, you see how it just applied that much already? I've actually never used this blush before. It reminds me of Fever by MAC. That's exactly what this reminds me of, because I used to wear that blush all the time. So now we're going to take that foundation brush we used and just press it in, so we don't look like a clown. See how it just gives it like a softer look? So we're going to do some highlight now. I'm actually going to use the same highlighter, the Champagne Pop, that we use on the eyes. And like I said, these are very pigmented, so you don't want to go crazy. So I'm actually going to take the side of the brush. I'm just going to dip it a little bit and then put it right on the highest part of my cheek, like right here. I actually never use this for highlight because I feel like it doesn't apply it as blinding as I like it. I don't know, I feel like, see that line right there? That's why I don't really like it for highlight. I like it more for blush. And then I'm going to take that brush again. So I'm just kind of stippling it, like just like stabbing it on that line. So it disappears. So now we're going to do underneath our eyes. So like I said, Becca doesn't have any eye brushes, so I'm going to be using my brushes like I did before. So I'm going to be going in with that Rouge eye palette, and I'm going to be going in with the shade number 4. And I'm going to start right here. Just press it and then blend it so there's no harsh lines. And I'm just going to connect it to up here. I love that. So it just gives you like that sexy, seductive look, you know? And I always like to drag my shadows just because I feel like it looks more continued. And I do drag them pretty far because I have like this, like you see this crease right here. So I just like to fill that. And I'm only going to do this halfway because I want to have brightness on the inner part of my eye. Now taking the same C528, I just dipped into number 5 in that palette. And I'm just going to be keeping it right on the outer V over here. I'm going to take that angled MAC 266 brush, and now I'm going to switch over to that Ombre Nudes palette, and I'm going to be using that darker shade number 5. And I'm not going to spray the brush just because I don't want it to be too intense. I'm just going to put this color as close to my lash line as I can. So just on the bottom, and I'm just going to press it like I did on the top. And I'm just going to keep it where I put the brown. So now just to blend the two, I'm going to be taking that 217 brush, and this is with no additional product. It's just to blend the two together. So now I'm going to take a pointer brush and I'm going to spray it. I'm going to go on the inside of my eye using the Champagne Pop. And you know the drill. I'm going to be taking the C528 and just be blending it here to make sure there's no harsh lines. Alright, so I'm just going to be putting some mascara on the bottom, and then we'll move on to lips, and then we're done. So for the lipstick, I only have one liner because when they sent me the lipsticks when they were coming out, they sent me like a lighter lip liner that's like too light for me. So I'm going to have to use red, which is fine because our eyes are not like crazy dramatic. So I'm going to be using this Ultimate Lip Definer in the shade Fun. And this is a roll-up lip liner, and it also comes with a sharpener on one end, and the other end is like a little silicone perfector, so if you mess up. And when I apply lip liner, I like to smile because it stretches your lip out. And the lipstick I'm going to be using is from the BFF collection, the Chloe Red Lip. This is Hot Tamale. So she's bright. She looks so super orange on camera. She's really not. She's more of like a red orange, but she's bright. I'm not used to her. When I tried it on the first time, I wasn't used to it, but this is the only liner I have, so you know we gotta make do. So I really like these lipsticks because they have avocado oil and they also have olive oil in them, so they're really hydrating and they're very moisturizing. So yeah, holy crap, this is so freaking bright. So this is the finished look. I actually really like how it came out. I love the eyes, and I love that we made the foundation work with the concealer. I think it looks really good. I mean, I'm still darker than I'm used to, but I feel like I just got a little bit more tan, you know what I mean? This lip I'm definitely not used to. It's more orange on camera, like it's more of like a red orange, but it's not as bright as the camera's making it, but it's still bright for me. I'm used to more of reds with a blue undertone, so this is definitely different. I mean, I would definitely wear this out. I just have to get used to the lip. But I love all the products. The only thing I've never really tried was the blush, but I actually really like the blush. It didn't come out too crazy, so I'm really liking this look, besides the lip, but I can get used to that. So all these Becca products are definitely Aryelle approved. I've used them, I usually use them in my everyday routine, as you guys know already. But like I said, the only things I haven't really used was the blush, and I haven't used all the concealers. I've only used one of those concealers, so I like the contour that I did with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little makeup tutorial that I did with the All Becca makeup. I love my eyes so much. Yeah, I'm going to list all of Mitchell. I'm going to laugh every time I say that. I'm going to list all his information down in the bottom bar so you guys can go check him out. He's such a talented artist, and I learned so much just by watching that one video today. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Be a part of the Mermaid Squad. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.